House here in Accra, where President Akufo-Addo and Emmanuel Macron, a Prime Minister of France, are holding a joint news conference.
Us, in this part of Africa, with what is going on in the Sahel regions, we've seen incidents in Burkina Faso, we've seen incidents in Côte d'Ivoire. Problem that Boko Haram represents for the peace and stability of Nigeria. That fight is a collective fight. And President Macron has been extremely outspoken So I'm particularly happy that a man of such resolve economic matters, of course, that are of equal importance, that bind our two countries. Both of us are committed to improving and developing more deeply economic exchanges between, opening the opportunities for investment in our two countries, to our two business communities, and taking advantage of the various comparative advantages that we have. So the presence, even though it's brief, I would have wished that the French president would be here for a few more days, but it hasn't worked out that way. But that, however brief it is, the symbolism, the significance is not lost on us in Ghana, and we're delighted to have you here. So a few words from him, and then we will go through whatever questions that you have for us to respond to. Thank you very much, all of you, for coming here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for welcoming me. Let me say a few words to reiterate my warm to be here with you, to be the first president to visit your country, in order to reinforce the relationship between our two countries, between Ghana and Europe, and that's why we will have a session with the Dutch Prime Minister, Mark Rutte, and I think that's very important to have, such a working session and a friendly session. And let me say how committed I am to reinforce the bilateral relations between our two countries in the direct line of our discussion yesterday in Abidjan and what I announced in Ouagadougou. Je suis très heureux, mesdames et messieurs, d'être présent ici au Ghana aujourd'hui pour cette première visite d'un président français dans un pays dirigé par un président francophone et qui défend la francophonie. Je l'en remercie, le président Akufo-Addo, et je vous remercie une fois encore, président, pour votre accueil chaleureux. J'ai souhaité en effet terminer cette tournée en Afrique de quelques heures, certes, mais un passage hautement important à Accra. Important parce que, comme je l'ai dit, c'est la première fois qu'un président de la République française rend visite à ce pays ami. Et nous avons eu, il y a quelques instants, une cérémonie émouvante. C'est pour moi aussi important parce qu'elle
because it has as its objective to strengthen the bilateral relations between our countries, and as well as the relationship between the European Union in general and Africa. We have many French enterprises that are here, and these are relations we expect to improve as far as defense is concerned. And first of all, our relationship with the SMEs relationship with an incubator to have cross. As I said, it is important for us to have cross innovation, because this is a way to ensure that Africa is taken on board comprehensively. And why? Startups that our companies would be able to strengthen those relationships and build upon partnership. I want to commend the President, who a few weeks after assuming office and Paris, France route was opened immediately. I believe that we can do even better. Europe.
Expect more details of that press conference between the joint press conference held by French President Emmanuel Macron and President of Ghana, President Akufo-Addo, in later bulletins, of course, beginning with the Pulse at 3 p.m. This is part of President Emmanuel Macron's visit to 3 African nations, the Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Burkina Faso. That began in Burkina Faso with some protests against him. Of course, his visit to Ghana is a very short visit. He'll be going to Ivory Coast later, where the AU-EU summit is ongoing. The president was at that summit this morning, came to meet some 3 European heads of state. Of course, we're bringing you all the details of these state visits, what it means for Ghana, our economy, trade, generally, in our later bulletins. Up next is Sports Today with Nathaniel Atto.